Do you ever wish you had a 24/7 scribe, an overly ambitious medical student, or just a clone who could do all your research, writing, and essentially paperwork for you? Don't we all? But dishing out scut work feels inhumane to a human, but not a computer. Let's talk about this chatbot, ChatGPT, which has gotten a lot of hype on Twitter and in the news over the past couple months. It can do anything from write movie scripts to antibiotic scripts. It can write research papers. It can do a lot of really cool things. And I'm sure we can think of ways it can improve our workflow. In this episode of the Hospitalist Retort, we'll take a closer look at how ChatGPT is being used to reduce physician burnout. Now, chatbot technology has the potential to help alleviate some of the causes of burnout by handling routine tasks, such as scheduling appointments and answering frequently asked questions. It can also automate patient triage and provide patients with self-help resources. Additionally, chatbot technology can provide physicians with more efficient communication and coordination in between healthcare providers, allowing them to make more informed decisions and improve the overall patient experience. Fun reveal, that entire paragraph was actually written by ChatGPT. I typed in a quick prompt and there it was. Full sentences, complete thoughts. I read through it to make sure I agreed with everything and we were good to go. Are you already brainstorming the many ways we can use this? Because I am. Overview, ChatGPT is a natural language processing model, an NLP. ChatGPT stands for Chat Generative Pre-trained Transformer. I am not going to even pretend to understand the computer science behind this, but you can all research it and nerd out. You can type in a detailed question, request a specific format, get as creative as you want, and you will get a natural sounding answer that is applicable. The internet has given us some awesome examples, such as creating a piano piece in the style of Mozart, or making a Harry Potter text-based video game, whatever that is. I started messing around and trying to find creative ways that I could use this as a pediatric hospitalist. I typed in, provide instructions for giving albuterol at school. I then typed, explain how to monitor blood glucose in type 1 diabetics in Spanish. I was amazed at how thorough these instructions were. I then typed in, write an Instagram post explaining winter sports safety in children, and I swear what I saw looked exactly like some generic post you would see from a children's hospital. Now, someone may wonder, how is this different than just searching for something on Google? Well, ChatGPT will give you complete sentences and thoughts. The other day, I actually used it to answer a specific patient question. I typed in, how much radiation is in an X-ray compared to flying on an airplane, include citations, and it typed out this eloquent answer, including a citation from the National Council on Radiation Protection and Measurements, and explained how a 5-hour flight gives you roughly the same radiation dose as one chest X-ray. I read about someone who used the chatbot to write a cover letter and almost got hired, but apparently the letter lacked personality. Sounds like an easy fix. There's a famous internet story about a urologist who used it to write to an insurance company requesting that a prostate MRI be covered in a patient with an elevated PSA who had never had a biopsy. People have also used it to write abstracts, and apparently ChatGPT may be able to pass the USMLE. All 3 steps. Members of the medical community started to think about ways that we can use this tool to offload some of our writing-based workload. I started to think about all those generic emails and notes I have to write, the clinical summaries, the patient instructions, the background research for presentations and articles, and then there are hospital notes. We already use note templates. Like, for example, if I pull up a template for bronchiolitis, the outline of the note is there. I just hit F2 and fill in the details. But sooner or later, we're gonna figure out how to use ChatGPT to do the work, where you type in symptoms, location, duration, physical exam findings, all of that, you hit enter and you get a complete note that's accurate and has the necessary lingo for medical coding in a lot less time. I even had a colleague recently joke with me about using the program to write an IRB proposal. And I bet you could pull that off if you had the right prompts. Not that surprising, but this all sounds like a setup for a sci-fi movie in which some nefarious healthcare company uses AI to brainwash the masses to put profits over patients. Doesn't sound that far-fetched. But for real, there are some limitations and ethical concerns about using chatbots in healthcare, with the big question being, will these tools be used to further academic progress, or will they be abused? Compared to a physician, Chatbots can't take individuality or hidden context clues into account to provide a detailed assessment. It's more black and white. They're only as good as the information they receive. There's also a concern about excessive patient-directed care if a lot of people start using these tools for symptom management. Computers are more accessible, and some people may feel more comfortable typing their problems out to a computer rather than talking to a person. But in the end, I'm on team use technology to reduce the amount of paperwork we have to do and fight burnout. And I'm not alone. According to Medscape's Physician Burnout and Depression Report in 2022, 60% of respondents cited bureaucratic tasks as a major cause for burnout. Maybe ChatGPT and its successors are the answer. But first, I want to ask you all, do you like where this is all going? Why or why not? And then also, based on your practice and your workflow, you may have some creative ideas for how we can use a 24/7 unpaid employee like ChatGPT. Share those ideas.